So, surviving abuse sometimes feels like the most lonely experience that there is. Because, in most people's eyes, you can't claim your abuse without screaming the name of your abuser from the rooftops. Um, Papers flying everywhere. Like, your suffering is real, but unless you have a monster that other people can also pin your abuse on, it gets argued away. When you say you were abused, people think that you're turning nothing into something. If it's like somebody that was your friend, they assume that you're combining normal, healthy boundaries of what they believe a close friendship is and mistreatment. Um, if it's an ex, they assume that you're salty and you're exaggerating to make your ex sound really bad because of some element of social rejection. And some people even presume that when you open up in this way that you're trend hopping onto the self-diagnosis bandwagon and like wearing the word survivor like it's some sort of fashionable scarf. To them, you're just extending your hand and waiting for them to drop a cookie in it. In reality, there's no scarier words to say than I was abused, because the next words that we usually hear are not compassionate or accepting. Um, Instead, people want to know exactly what happened and they want to hear you say it. A lot of times it's so that they can refute it, either out loud or in their own head. It turns into some sort of, I don't know, that it gets turned into something where you just have to see, you have to, they always do it so that they can point out your abuser's value and their worth to you. Um, you know, you're forced to reweigh your abuser's identity, their emotions, and their internal motives as put up against your own as if it were a battle. And, you're just sitting there half gutted from mentally reliving what happened because somebody got super nosy, even though you were offering information and then they decided that they would take it upon themselves to dig further. And that is a heartache that nobody should have to bear. Nobody should have to have that happen to them ever. And that is why a lot of people don't talk about it. Sometimes even in support groups that are like that consist of people that have also only ever been like abused. It's just a very, very lonely experience.